St. Louis Park Police still need your help in capturing several suspects that stole $65,000 worth of diamond earrings from Continental Diamonds in St. Louis Park. Both suspects are male in their early 20s, from 5 feet 10 to 6 feet 2 inches tall. They left the store in a full-size SUV, a 2000 to 2005 Chevrolet Suburban that was tan or gold with a red or maroon center stripe. Anyone with information about these men is asked to call St. Louis Park Police at 952-924-2618. Welcome to Park Update, the weekly news magazine giving you the latest news and information throughout St. Louis Park. I'm Scott Smith. St. Louis Park native Angie Kesely will represent the United States in women's hockey in the 2010 Winter Olympics, which is to be held in Vancouver. Kesely and 22 other individuals were announced this past Monday at the National Sports Center in Blaine, the same venue that will serve as the team's practice facility until the Olympics. Kesely starred at St. Louis Park High School and went on to play for the Wisconsin Badgers. The women's national team will hold a series of exhibitions prior to the Olympics. You can find their schedule at www.usahockey.com. St. Louis Park native Christopher Straub fared well on the first episode of Project Runway. Straub and Raymond Lawrence Coleman, also a Minnesota native, both finished as the top two designers in the first challenge of the year that called for the designers to create a piece of apparel for a red carpet appearance. The finish preserved both their spots on the popular reality show. Project Runway can be seen on Lifetime Thursdays at 9 p.m. Central. Young 13-year-old Connor Youngren may be next in line to become a successful filmmaker from St. Louis Park. Youngren was presented with an award for a local film competition called Quiet on the Set, which was put on by the Metropolitan Library Service Agency. 68 films were submitted and only 6 were presented awards. Youngren won in the category of Best Use of a Library Card. Congratulations to Connor. The City of St. Louis Park is a finalist for 2 Minnesota Community Pride Awards, and we need your vote. The Minnesota Community Pride Awards are part of the Reinventing Minnesota initiative, which is designed as a way to think and act that can turn the current economic crisis into an opportunity that encourages people to connect and share good ideas and resources, moving us into a thriving future. The awards result from an old-fashioned community improvement competition to raise the levels of civic engagement, aspirations, and shared accomplishments. Go to this website and vote for St. Louis Park. In school news, district officials are working hard to make sure that they save during these tough times. With bleak projections for coming budgets, officials will set aside an anticipated $500,000 from state funding. The district does anticipate a 2% cut in state funding, but says there will be no change in the formula, which will result in $500,000 more than the 2009-2010 budget. The district will not use the extra funds to restore cuts to classroom teachers made earlier this year. Superintendent Deborah Bowers said she is concerned by the large class sizes, but stated that these are tough times where class size may grow. Still to come, news in the neighborhood and a new History Minute, but first we'll turn to Jamie Zwilling for this week's City Council update.
Budget was again a main topic of conversation for the City Council this week. The mayor and council members are currently looking deeper at department budgets and preparing to set the preliminary tax levy. But before diving into those details, they also discussed this week the possibility of lowering their own salaries. While councils in St. Louis Park and other metro communities often approach salary increases with caution, decreases are rare. The current council believes that action may be appropriate considering the current state of the economy. It must act prior to the November elections. A reminder that you're invited to weigh in on the city budget by utilizing an online feedback tool. Simply visit the city's website and click on the quick link titled Budget Overview. I'm Jamie Zwilling, and that is this week's Council Update.
Most of us have been to an IMAX movie theater and stared wide-eyed at the huge screen. In the early 60s, St. Louis Park was home to one of only 3 Cooper Cinerama theaters in the country with their 105-foot screens. Get your ticket for a trip back to the Cooper, available for a limited time, only on the History Minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cinerama.
The Cooper Cinerama Theater opened August 8, 1962 on Wayzata Boulevard. The $1 million facility had tiered plush seating for 800 people. Hubert Humphrey and his wife and Sean Connery were present at the grand opening and world movie premiere A Bridge Too Far. The theater was one of the first in the country to be specially outfitted for Cinerama, which used 3 film projectors synchronized to make a panoramic image. The auditorium was described as a perfect circle without a piece of hardware. However, the market for Cinerama quickly faded as new and better technology came along. The theater fell into disrepair as receipts could not keep up with maintenance costs and the owners could no longer afford to operate it. There was a concerted but failed effort by many to save it as a national or state historic landmark, but the structure was not yet 50 years old. Back in about 1950 until 1961, the area had been owned by the New York Giants, who planned to build a big league stadium there, but Bloomington was picked instead. The property was raised in September of 1992, some of which is now part of the West End development, which boasts the Sarasota Showplace Theaters, coming soon. If I remember correctly, I believe I saw 2001: A Space Odyssey at the Cooper. Impressive indeed. Now for a look at news in the neighborhood, let's go to Les Farrell.
The 3rd annual St. Louis Park Crime Prevention Golf Outing at Meadowbrook Golf Course will be held on Friday, September 11th. The event begins at 8 a.m. and includes hole prizes, best score prizes, lunch and beverages after the event. All proceeds assist the police department in preventing crime and providing reward funds. For more information, call Mike Harsey at 952-924-2128. Summer is almost over, and that means so too is Summer Tunes in the Park. The last Summer Tunes in the Park will be held on Sunday, August 30th at the Wolf Park Amphitheater. Folk rock group The Goonie Birds will be playing for extended hours starting at 7 p.m. Also, a reminder that the Farmers Market, just outside the Rec Center, runs on all Sundays and Wednesdays until October 21st from 3 until 7 p.m. And finally, be sure to stay up to date with all the events in the St. Louis Park area by signing up for the city's Twitter page. Just visit twitter.com/St. Louis Park and subscribe to get information on meetings, events, and activities in the park. And that's your news in the neighborhood.
Thanks for watching Park Update. For Les Farrell and Jamie Zwilling, I'm Scott Smith, and we'll see you again next week.